go ahead and get started. We're looking at DC and Viola. What I have written on my board are these last 3 lines right here. This is the exact same, but the only thing is this measure didn't happen to get grouped in with this line because it should be 4 measures all together, but it just somehow got broken off. But that's the exact same. The next thing I want to talk about is I just want us to make it aware that this whole piece is on our A string. So you won't be changing off the A string at all. And that also explains what I have down for the fingering. So we have A1 showing that we have first finger on the A string, and then open showing that's just our open string. Down here I took away the A's just because, like I said, it stays on the A string, it doesn't change off at all. The next thing I want to talk about is how we should practice this if we're having a hard time doing this with playing this piece with bow. How I like to practice and how I was always taught is first let's learn our fingering. Not our fingering, our rhythm. So we see that we have a group of 4 eighth notes followed by 2 quarter notes. Okay, so yeah, I was always taught to first isolate it and so we're looking at the rhythm here. We have a group of eighth notes, so to count that, followed by 2 quarter notes. To count that, we go 1 and 2 and 3, 4. This quarter note gets beat 3, and this last quarter note gets beat 4. Okay, so now that we know how the rhythm goes, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Repeats over and over again. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now let's try practicing it playing on our open string, open A string. So no fingers down. Ready? I'll count off. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now we'll do it again, but this time I'll count so you can hear the counting with the rhythm as I'm doing it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Great. Now let's add in the fingering. So goes 1, 1, open. That was a little weird to do. 1, 1, open, open, 1, 1. So 1, 1, open, open, 1, 1. Ready? So let's count it all. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, and I'll do the counting, not the fingerings. I'll do the counting. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Great. So now that we have that down, now we'll do that same process. We'll do it with just the bow, with the rhythm, open string, no fingers down, then add in the fingerings. So on our open A, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Great. Now we add in the fingerings for the first measure. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So now that you know how to practice it, let's go on to our next measure because we did a lot of practice with this one. Because it goes 1, open, 1, open, 1, 1. So 1, open, 1, open, 1, 1. Great. We're doing that same rhythm. That's good. I'll count off and let's try to do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. We'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now that we've learned these 2 measures, let's try putting them together. Because then it repeats over and over again until we get to the last measure. Very last measure of the piece does have a half note for the last note. But we won't focus on that quite yet. We'll get there eventually. These 2 measures together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Wonderful. Now let's try putting this whole line. We'll try playing that whole line all the way through. Remember, it just repeats. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now we're on to our last line, which everything is the exact same till bam, we have this last measure right there. So let's look at that last measure and how we count that. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. So we hold that, we're saying 3, but we're holding it 3 for 2 beats. Because I don't want to say 4, because I don't want us to get confused and think that we're moving our bell on 4. So 1 and 2 and, 1 and 2 and 3. Good. And it goes 1, open, 1, open, 1. Now I'll play it, and you're welcome to play along with me for that very last measure right there. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now we'll do it one more time just to make sure you really have it down really well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now let's try doing this whole second line just by itself. Ready? The whole second line, starting on a 1 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Did you get it? If not, I suggest pausing it and try practicing it one more time. Because now we're going to put lines 1 and 2 together. Okay, ready? I'll count off and we'll play it all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Congratulations. So you learned the whole piece now. One last thing I do want to talk about is counting our whole rest. So we have 4 whole rests, which you see right here, we have 4 whole rests. And I know I've mentioned this in previous videos. When we get to this last measure of whole rest, when we start that one, go ahead and get back into play position so you're ready to play again right here. Okay, so I'll count it so you can practice counting with me. I'll count off just so we can come in together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you go ahead and start playing again. Alrighty. Bye, y'all. Y'all have fun practicing.